Oh, hi there guys, a little something new today, or not new for you maybe, but definitely new for me. I picked up a copy of White Dwarf, so this is December 2018, and I picked it up because it's got some extra promo cards for some other games in here. I'm specifically interested in Blackstone Fortress and Shadespire. So I bought it primarily to get the cards, but I found the issue itself to be very interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly gloss over the extras that come with this, and then I'm just going to have a look through the magazine in general. So the extras we get, and it hasn't got extras every month, but what we've got is we've got an additional card and scenario for Blackstone Fortress. We've got a new card for the Chaos Gargant to play in Shadespire. It doesn't come with a model, obviously, because these are expensive models, but it comes with a card, so you can either proxy it with something else. It uses the same base as the Hydra from Mythic Battles Pantheon, so that's the size and shape base it uses. But it brings a card in. It brings in a completely different gameplay element, which we'll look at in a moment. And then the other thing that it gets is a card for Doomseeker, Grombrindle card, and a digital booster pack for Warhammer Champions. So first of all, let's just look at the cards. Oh yes, and not to mention it also has a supplementary pack or supplementary pull-out for Necromunda, which we'll look at in a minute. But let's look at these cards first. And selfishly, I'm going to look through the cards that I don't care about first, and I'm going to look through the cards that I really care about afterwards. So we have got Gotrek Gunnison card there, which is for Doomseeker. When you fight a Doom, if its strength is more than double your own strength, you win the fight, or if you roll a 5 or 6 regardless of its total strength. So that looks cool. We've got Grombrindle's Fury basic action card for Dice Masters. Deal 2 damage to target character die. You may then re-roll this die. If it is an action phase, you may repeat this effect. Got a booster card for Warhammer Champions. Let me quickly have a look in this. Scan and share to unlock digital boosters. So I don't know what we're supposed to scan there. Maybe it's scan that. If anyone can take an image of that, if that's what we're scanning, they can have that. I'll double check that. And then here's the shit I'm really interested in. So we'll look at the Chaos Gargant from Shadespire first. Okay, so Chaos Gargant. Now you see, depending on if you're playing 2-player, 3-player or 4-player, he has different hit points or different kill points you need to reach to kill him. And what this is basically is, so 2-player, he's got 26 wounds, 3-player 32, 4-player he's got 40. And what he's going to play as is like an NPC. He is going to play on the board on his own. Now, if you look at the actual magazine, there are rules relating just to him. So he plays separately. Now I won't go through all the rules and kind of stuff here, but it has got things like how he acts, how he moves. And basically if you play this variant with him in the game, nobody wins if he finishes the game alive, and you play 4 rounds when you play him. So nobody wins unless he's dead. And if you wound him, you get different glory points for every time you wound him. So, but he looks great. He looks really, really interesting. A guy at my game night that I go to on Sundays, he just went straight out. When he got this, he went straight out and bought the miniature that goes with it. So that's great, really good. And you can see as well, he is powerful. So he deals 3 damage on a brutal strike and 2 on a hurled boulder. And when he's inspired, he does 4 damage and 3. So for most characters, that's an instant kill if he hits you. So that's interesting. On movement of 3 as well. Range of 3 on the hurled boulder. So yeah, very dangerous. But this is good. Wow, he rolls a lot of dice as well. I can see him kicking my ass for a long time to come. Okay, so that was that. And now we've got the card for Blackstone Fortress. The Ministorum artifact. Blessed Aquila. Once per exploration round, exhaust this card in the same manner as a resource card to reroll 1 activation or action dice. This card does not turn face up at the start of the next turn. Instead, it is turned face up at the end of that exploration round. Now, that's good enough, but what I really like is how you earn the card. And if you look in here, it has got details of how to add it in. So you don't just add it into the deck or anything like that. It's got information about the card and a scenario that you have to play in order to be able to earn it. And you can't just play it on its own. The access route to win the card is sort through the exploration cards and split them into combat cards and challenge cards. Shuffle each of these piles and take the top card of each pile to create the access route exploration deck. The explorers reach the Traitor's Fane after the second exploration card has been resolved. And I really like that. This can only go to 2 characters as well. It can't go to anyone. But yeah, I like it. So those are the kind of freebies that have come with the game. And yeah, I really like that. I like it a lot. Now, let's have a look at the actual issue. So I've never... oh, actually, before we do that, let's have a little look at this. This gaming supplement for Necromunda. Now, I've never played Necromunda. I don't even know what it is. But let's have a look anyway. So we've got the silent ones. House Delaque, gangs of House Delaque. There's something very unsettling about the Delaque. I hope I'm saying that, or Delac. Something that makes the skin of honest and even dishonest citizens crawl. While other clan houses proudly proclaim their strengths, screaming their dominance to all that will listen, Delaque silently waits and watches, leaving others who wonder what dark thoughts the House of Secrets harbours. More information. There's quite a lot of lore about them here. Phantom, the Ashwalkers. Okay, so what we've got here is basically some codex information. All gangs follow these rules when they are founded. So I think this is like it's almost like if you don't have Necromunda or have never played it, it's got some information there about it. It's got true names and nicknames. Naming your own Delaque. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Weapon reference chart. Weaponry chart. Or sorry, weaponry poster there. Serverators rendering commission for the Lady Fin Volante. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. Necromunda, gangs of House Delaque. Necromunda is the tabletop skirmish wargame of anarchy and violence, where players control rival gangs of fighters battling each other for supremacy in the nightmare depths of the Underhive. This supplement introduces rules for fielding a House Deleque gang. Included is background for the most enigmatic and dreaded of gangs, as well as rules for unique items of war gear such as the Web Gauntlet and the Flechette pistol. This is a supplement. You will need a copy of Necromunda, Underhive and Gang War to use the contents of this book. So cool. I like that. That looks very interesting. Okay. So let's have a look at White Dwarf then. So there's a lot of pages here. I'm just going to kind of skim through and tell you more or less what I see. So the White Dwarf team, all the different writers and all that kind of stuff. That's good. Content. So let's have a quick look through the contents so as people understand what sort of thing we've got. Planet Warhammer. We journey into the darkened depths of Blackstone Fortress, and Marinus Calgar joins the war in the Imperium Nihilus. Plus Titans, Blood Bowl, Necromunda, and more besides. So it's got stuff about letters. It's got a bit of a look back to December 2008. So what the front cover was 10 years ago. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Getting started with Middle Earth. Cover story: First Blood, Blackstone Fortress. So obviously this is the first copy or the first edition of White Dwarf that's come out since Blackstone Fortress arrived. So there's obviously going to have a few things in there, try and get people to buy it. The games master, games designer, Jervis Johnson tells us why it's like creating games for almost 30 years. Apparently it's not easy as 4+. Okay. Golden Demon, classic 2018, 6 excellent entries, blah, blah, blah. So we'll have a look at those. Blood in the Streets. Watch the Road. Get Up High and Bung Some Grenades Down the Sewers. We take a look at tactics in Cities of Death. Illuminations. We talk to members of the design studio, blah, blah, blah. Magic of Middle Earth. Battle Report. To Catch a Realm Gate. So that is a Matt and Jonathan team up against Dan and Simon to hunt down a wandering Realm Gate. In a classic matchup of Order versus Chaos, who knows where the Realm Gate will stop. Blanchitsu, more miniatures madness from the creators of Lesotho 212. Be warned, it's gory. New rules. The Maglass Gargant. That is a dude from Warhammer Underworlds, which I've been calling Shadespire. Signs of Battle, which is turn. So that's to do with Adeptus Titanicus. Paint Splatter. Enjoy stage-by-stage guides for House Deleque and Gandalf the White and Pippin 2. Readers' models. In the Bunker, which is hobby news. Right, okay, pretty cool. So let's have a quick spin through. That is all Blackstone Fortress stuff. So this is all them promoting what they've got. Blackstone Fortress, Blackstone Fortress. So the Explorers, love UR025. The Hostiles. So you do get quite a lot of miniatures in here. Imperium Nihilus. Vigilus is the most hotly contested war in the galaxy, for it lies at the end of the Nachmund Gauntlet, a stable warp route between the Imperium Sanctus and the Imperium Nihilus. Were Vigilus to fall, the Imperium Nihilus would become virtually unreachable. Okay, so that's more 40k stuff. Marnius Calgar, apparently he's coming back with his big 2 fists. That's cool. Necromunda rulebook information, Gangs of the Underhive, which is our supplement that we've got. Designer's notes for chapter approved 2018. Necromunda. Blood Bowl merchandise. That's pretty cool. Blood Bowl 2018 almanac. For those interested. Adeptus Titanicus, the Horus Heresy. The god machines of the Collegia Titanicus are amongst the most destructive weapons ever created by humanity. Now these colossal war machines have turned on each other. Entire legions of these once noble warriors driven to treachery by the War Master Horus. Okay, so all this looks pretty awesome. Lord of the Rings. I know nothing about the Lord of the Rings stuff, but it does look very cool. having said that, when I was at Warhammer World a couple of weeks ago, it did almost feel like it was there as a bit of an afterthought. There wasn't much stuff about it. In terms of the Warhammer Museum, there was only 1 or 2 dioramas that had been put out to look at it. Anyway, but all this looks nice. Hello, cat. Right, hobby supply drop. So new Citadel paint rack, which are these sort of hex-based ones. So when you fit them in, they're pretty solid, so you can hang it up on the wall and that kind of stuff. They've got a project box, which takes a couple of these to put in there as well. And they've got a paint box, which again takes a whole bunch of them. New year, new army. Prepare for the upcoming year with new battle force. The perfect addition to an existing army, or perhaps the start of a brand new one. Here we tell you more about these great value boxes. Box sets for Warhammer Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40,000. So that's basically their December boxes, large boxes of miniatures that help you either get started with an army, or just kind of give you some more stuff. Shut up, cat. Okay, careers in Games Workshop. As if I could never work in there. I'd have no money left. Okay, Forge World stuff. Licensed games. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. All right, yeah. These are video games. Very nice. Let's go with this. This is all new stuff. These are letters that have come in. I like it. I can't imagine that that many people really send letters in anymore. But if they do, I like it. I think it's a nice touch. It's kind of harkens back to the way things used to be. Temporal Distort. Oh yeah, so this is our look back 10 years. So 2008, that is what the cover of White Dwarf looked like. Funny. Saga of the White Dwarf. Christmas 2008 saw the release of a new White Dwarf subscription miniature. So what better way to celebrate Grombrindal's saga than with an article about him. This mini featured included the White Dwarf story, a chat with the new model designer Ali Morrison, and rules so you could use him in your game of Warhammer. The cover of the magazine even featured an exclusive piece of artwork pitting Grombrindal against the mighty Chaos Lord. Of course, you all know who's going to win that fight. Okay, so this all looks pretty good. That looks awesome. More Lord of the Rings stuff, Middle Earth stuff. Battle Force. So these are the boxes that are available. I believe it's just in December, but basically each box is a kind of reduced price, I believe. So if we look at the Age of Sigmar stuff, we get Daughters of Cain. There's 28 miniatures in that box. Seraphon for the Starclaw, 34 on there. Idoneth Deepkin for Deep Surge Raiding Party. Slave to Darkness, Godsworn Warband. And then if we look on the 40k side, we've got the Death Guard, 15 miniatures in there. Sarani, Blade Host, 22 in there. Space Marines, 25 miniatures. Imperial Fists, 20 miniatures. Necrons, 31 in there. And Adeptus Mechanicus, 20 there. But these are quite a cool way to start your collection. Okay, First Blood Blackstone Fortress, more stuff on there. Gives us a little breakdown of a kind of short rules guide. Quite a lot of information on that. So an interview. Oh blimey, this is quite a lot. I'm going to have to go through that. Classic 2018. Throughout the year, the Games Workshop hosts Golden Demon painting competitions where hobbyists from all over the world showcase their finest works. Check out the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Large Model and Blood Bowl category winners from the Classic 2018 event. Okay, so these should be pretty awesome. Let's have a good look. So that's a Puscoil Blight Lord, which looks pretty cool. For some reason, my Amazon Alexa is talking to herself in the other room. Nice. Oh, there is a Fellwater Cho'Gath, which looks pretty epic. Morathi. Wow, that doesn't even look like a miniature. That looks like a painting. That's incredible. Very, very cool. Even if you look there, just the detail, even in those little eyes. It's absolutely awesome. Oh, right, there's a Blood Bowl team. Let's see if I can focus on this to give us a decent look. Smashing stuff. Another team there. Some orcs. This is cool. Okay, so moving on. Blood on the Streets, chapter approved. The Cities of Death rules in the 2018 edition of chapter approved have a dramatic impact on the game, with those close confines and dense terrain leading to fierce close-range engagements. In this article, we discuss cunning tactics you can use. So, I mean, look, there's a lot of this still to go through, but all I can say is, this is really interesting. If anyone wants me to do a monthly video on the White Dwarf magazine like this, please let me know, and if you want me to do it, I will. It might be even to see if I'll just gloss over the information, and maybe, you know, if it means you can decide whether or not to pick up a copy yourself, then I don't mind doing that at all. So let me know if you want me to do a monthly video on these. Okay. Spear of the Emperor. Limited edition. Unique limited edition. So this is all Black Library stuff. Art inspiring art. So this is all Black Fortress art stuff. Oh, not just Black Fortress. There's a few different things. Age of Sigmar there. More Lord of the Rings. This is good. Magic of Middle-earth. Middle-earth is full of magic, from the powers invoked by the Astari to the dark sorceries used by the dreaded Nazgul. This month, J. Clare talks about the magical powers in the Middle-earth strategy battle game and how to get the most out of them. That's good. Big advert. Blackstone Fortress again. To catch a realm gate. Oh, look at this lot. Rattlings, or whatever they're called. The armies of chaos have returned to the Onslaught Veldt in the realm of life, drawn there by a wandering realm gate. Should they capture it, they will be able to invade the Ever Queen's domain once more. Yet the defenders of Gyron have other ideas. Okay. So more battle report stuff. Oh, cool. I love watching the battle reports on YouTube. Sometimes you get people that are good at hosting them. It can actually be quite exciting to watch. Battle report, battle report, battle report. Blanchitsu. For over 3 decades, John Blanche has shaped the worlds of Warhammer with his evocative artwork. His style has infused and excited many painters and modellers. The Blanchitsu is our regular feature celebrating John's dark Gothic visions of their influence. This month we return to the ancient research facility of Lesotho 212. Okay, light in the dark. So this is us getting to our Blackstone Fortress scenario, which is cool. This is us getting to our Shadespire scenario, which is cool. Scions of Battle, new rules. Imperial Knights are ranked amongst the deadliest warriors of the Great Crusade. At the vanguard of their households stride the Serratus Knights, noble lancers who fight alongside the Titan legions. Here we present their rules for use in Adeptus Titanicus. So that's all pretty good. Some paint stuff, Citadel paints, giving us information on what they are. Modelling and painting, it's all good stuff. I will have a look at this because I need to up my game for painting and all that sort of stuff. Readers' models. And some kind of advertising stuff towards the back. In the bunker. Welcome to the last few pages of the magazine. We'll take a regular look at what's been going on inside the White Dwarf bunker over the past month. Interesting. Dwarfs versus Gargants. I cannot wait to play this Shadespire variant. So that is White Dwarf. So, like I say, I really enjoyed that issue, and I'm going to read it cover to cover before the next one comes out. So if you enjoyed this breakdown, it was very long, but if you enjoyed it and you want me to do more, please let me know, because I'd be happy to if that's what people want. So thank you very, very much for watching this kind of bloated video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a little like and subscribe. If you didn't, let me know why, and I shall catch you later. See ya.